Good afternoon, I'm Mai Rodriguez, and this is Newsfeed. A new era begins in America as Donald Trump officially returns to power. Our foreign affairs editor, Jamela Alindogan, tells us what a second Trump presidency means for the Philippines and the Indo-Pacific region.
We won!
At 78, Trump is the oldest American president ever elected twice. This is also the first time since Ronald Reagan's second-term oath in 1985 that the inauguration ceremony was held inside the U.S. Capitol. Once considered a pariah for refusing to accept his loss to Joe Biden, leading to an insurrection that overran the Capitol, Trump also broke tradition by skipping Biden's inauguration. 4 years later, he has made an unprecedented comeback, winning more votes than he ever did in 2016. As for Biden, he departed Washington on Monday, wrapping up a career spanning more than half a century as senator, vice president, and president. At 82, he leaves as the oldest president in U.S. history. In his final speech, Biden highlighted his administration's achievements and issued a stark warning about the growing threat of oligarchy. It remains uncertain how domestic events in the U.S. will shape the foreign policy of Trump's administration. But Trump's unpredictability and no-nonsense negotiation style may have already influenced international developments. The Israel-Hamas ceasefire, brokered by Egypt and Qatar, has finally been implemented after stalling since May. Global relations are becoming more transactional, with ASEAN nations closely watching how to adapt to President Trump's direct approach.
The challenge for Manila would be to enhance its agency during negotiations. We would have to position Philippine national interest favorably in Trump's very transactional vision of international politics. I believe the Marcos Jr. administration recognizes this as well. And this is why we have been quick to socialize our interests and our concerns in the region through various channels. And I think that that is a very productive site. The challenge will also come from the economic front. Given Trump's focus on burden sharing and his dislike for asymmetric economic relations. Many in our neighborhood, such as Vietnam, Malaysia, and Indonesia, who have benefited greatly from the U.S.-China trade war, are also concerned now, given that they may need to do more in order to leverage that economic momentum. The Philippines trails a little behind our immediate neighbors in terms of our investment climate. Right? But we are currently working on that, and I believe that this sort of challenge would be productive as well for us to leverage what we can on the economic front. But of course, when I talked about not supposedly being complacent, this also means that we must also continue our multi-aligned approach. We continue working with other like-minded partners, given, of course, that we are aware of the worries that many sectors have in the country, particularly the strategic institutions, regarding, of course, the potential for immediate shocks derived from immediate decisions that may be taken in Washington under Trump 2.0, which may have, of course, an impact on Philippine national security calculations.
His administration is expected to revive the Indo-Pacific strategy, which seeks to counter China's influence by strengthening regional alliance. This strategy will likely benefit the Philippines and Vietnam. Both countries are leading the opposition against China's expansive 9-line claims in the South China Sea. For now, the Philippines and Vietnam stand to gain the most from Trump's hawkish policies on China.
A second Trump presidency, no matter its approach, is expected to remain anchored on America First interests. For countries like the Philippines and Southeast Asia, this could be a pivotal moment, a chance to veer away from the great power competition between the U.S. and China and to veer towards a more independent foreign policy, and one that can endure no matter who sits in Washington. Jamela Alindogan, BNC.
Stay tuned to the Bilyonaryo News channel on Free TV Channel 31, Channel 24 on Cignal, and on our website, bnc.ph. I'm Mai Rodriguez. Thanks for watching.